Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. We are playing the Juvictus Manufactorum. It's a strategic command map, 2,000 points. I'm playing as the Blood Angels, and we're going against the Necrons, 2,000 point army size, 80 point target with an 8-turn limit. So again, with these custom maps, I go in blind just to kind of see what each one is about. Find out which ones are bugged out, which ones are actually pretty decent maps, and play around a little bit so you don't have to. And I have a Blood Angel Necron army, so I think I'll just use that one. Now the big thing when you're playing as the Blood Angels against Necrons is you want to try to get them into melee, especially if they end up going with like a Living Lightning build. So I got the Lieutenant with the Thunderhammer, 2 Librarians, 2 Priests, 2 Sanguinary Guard with the Axes, and then I have a bunch of Assault Squads. The reason for the Assault Squads is they're okay in melee range, but then if they get weakened up, you can end up using their grenades. And then I have the 2 Tornadoes with the Heavy Flamers, because one Heavy Flamer attack can pretty much wipe out warriors and do good damage to immortals and a lot of other units, and then they can still be used at range with their let's see here, looks like we're good there. I can still be used at range with their heavy bolter, and you can use them to pick off units that end up getting resurrected. So they kind of have a multi-function for you. Now I always forget that they have the anti-grav lift, so missed out on some free movement there. Guess we'll just pull you up to top here. And we'll run these guys down as far as they go so they stay close so we can kind of buff our guys. And I guess we can fly. Try to keep you guys together. My fury will be fast. Looks like the obstacles are going to be bugging out on this map here, because I'm able to run right into this building here. Assault Marines ready. Close combat support. Alright, so we'll try to capture this right side and come to him. So points are allocated on his turn, it looks like. So yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of objectives here on the right. I'll try to jump the Librarian over, because I don't think he should have anybody over here to try to ninja cap, maybe. Guess he should be able to get that next turn. There's these points here. Okay, so there's one over here too. It's kind of a weird strategic point location here, because it's very asymmetric, where it seems like the right side of the map has more of these points here. And then the movement, yeah, see the obstacles, pretty much everything in this map looks like it's not solid. The game doesn't seem to realize the obstacles here. So that's a big bummer, because that really leads to a lot of cheesy issues here. So I guess we'll just kind of surround the sanguinary priest here to get the buffs going, assuming we get into combat next turn. You do have to be careful though when you're moving these guys into buildings, because it can occasionally glitch it out where your guys will get stuck. Like if I tried to move them into the center of that building ahead of us here, and the turn starts and you're in there, you can't always move them out, and then they're just lost. So do be careful if you're trying to take advantage of the glitches here. And let's see here. Where the hell is that point? This map is kind of disorienting me. Especially with the lack of object permanence. Alright, I think that should be good, so we should capture several points next time. I guess we'll smooth the other land speeder up here. So 10 to 10. Good. And then probably just want to jump you down here, I imagine.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
Can't really see a whole lot yet. Yeah, see, none of these objects looks like they're really... it's actually farther down than I thought it was.
To the sky, brothers.
Yeah, none of these objects look like they are being coded as being solid. That's actually kind of annoying. Alright, yeah, so I should have had these guys moving at a different angle. I didn't realize how far that was. I can jump you down here. Alright, he's almost got guys down here. So hopefully if he just charges in, we can then...
Sanguinary guard at your disposal. The war is restless. Your will be done.
Start jumping him the following turn here.
Close combat support.
So I guess let's just move these guys up here. That should allow you to give momentum gains. And everybody should be getting buffed. See, the thing that's always tough with these buildings is when they're not coded appropriately, you're not sure if it's going to give you cover or not.
Assault Marines ready. The blood waits.
Yeah, I think we should just move our guys up here.
I go where I am needed. There will be poetry to their
That way we can be as close as possible if they are going to be over here. Because I do need to try to jump them to get into combat. I don't know what he has. All I can see is that warden.
The enemy thinks it can stay beyond our reach.
So we're slightly pulling ahead now that we got that 1 point. He's got the 2 others. Alright, what do we got here? Warriors, overlords, immortals, warriors. So there's a very slow moving army. He was able to take this point over here though.
On our way. Landspeeder crew awaiting orders.
I just don't know how many guys he has. Yeah, see, it's kind of blocking my shot, so it's like it kind of knows there's something here, but also realizes that things are messed up. That should allow me to jump into there next turn. So I think we'll probably just... Do I move you up? I don't want to trigger an overwatch. We see that he's got a hill here. So I should be protected from range. Maybe we'll do something like that just in case.
They will regret coming this close.
Do something like that, I guess. Alright, and for you, I think we probably just pull you guys back. I don't think I can jump him. I think he's too far away, right? Yeah, I could just barely hit him. Yeah, so I think I'm going to need another turn, which is fine, because I'm got more points than he does. He should have to come up here. I guess I can try to cheese this since there's no... Since the game doesn't seem to realize this is cover, maybe I can just keep my guys underneath this ledge here, and maybe that'll make it harder for him to know which units are which. And then maybe I can use that to my advantage to attack him. But the question is, how far do I want to bring you? Maybe we just bring you over here, and then I can keep you guys in cover. Well, it's not really cover, it's just making it harder for him to see what units are what, to hopefully allow me to jump on him. Do something like that.
The librarian can assist you in this battle if it must. A wise course of action.
Bring you there.
Moving.
Yeah, see, it's hard for me to even see where to... Oh! Oops. Well, we'll use up their movement, I guess. That way we don't lose momentum. Not that you really have any to be lost, I guess. Big thing is I gotta keep this sanguinary priest alive because I want to use his points.
Victory for Skyfall. Their death is our only option.
Bring you up here.
On my honor.
And then you can buff everybody for the momentum gains.
Of course.
Bring you over here to try to buff our guys and also be safe. And yeah, I think we just run away with you. Okay, good. You didn't take any reaction fire.
Need a scout?
Yeah, so he's taken that spot back. Can't say we're terribly surprised by that. Alright, so he's got warriors. Oh, he's got an annihilation barge over here too. Alright, he's pulling away with him. Seems like he actually has a pretty decent force here on this left side, which might actually work out to our advantage, because if he has a bunch of points here, then that means we can wipe out this force on the right side. And then I should have 4 strategic command points, and I should easily be able to get the win. He's using his warden to buff up his units. He must have a warden over there too. I think that's the warden ability getting... Yeah, see, these are the warden abilities getting sent off.
The enemy thinks it can stay beyond our reach.
This might actually tie us back up because he captured that point back. He actually has kind of a mass infantry army, it looks like.
Thinks it can stay beyond our reach.
Yeah, see, we're back up to being tied again. If I run you up to here, I should be able to flame those guys down, but it's a lot of shots to get through. Can I keep eating these? There, the question. It's getting pretty iffy. Still got the warriors, his overlords over here. So I'm certainly not going to be able to charge. Let's do that. You could charge into these guys, but we don't want to do that because you'll probably get suppressed. Until we soak up some of that Overwatch. Oh, shit. I forgot to use this ability first, as I'm thinking. I should have done that, so I just totally lost out on 25 momentum gain. That was stupid. Alright, how do I want to do this is the question. Because I'm going to need to sacrifice somebody to get some Overwatch, I think. So, probably...
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my veins.
There you go, so you got 70.
Assault Marines ready.
So if I jump you over here, this should get most of the Overwatch triggered. Alright. Decent. And now you can throw your grenade on the Warden. And now, let's do this. Get you here and start fighting the warriors. Yeah, see, that would have been enough to get you to surge. But let's just take them out, because that should be enough to get you to surge. Alright, good. And then you can move up one. And then we'll have you start fighting these immortals.
Our will is immutable. Our glory for Sanguinius.
Alright, good.
Sanguinary guard at your disposal. Like fires of angel wings.
And you're out of range.
To the sky, brothers.
I can have you just jump over there and get some kills.
That I have not witnessed. I am the sword of Sanguinius.
I can have you... I don't think I want to come there, though. Yeah, I'm a little out of position. So you can't quite reach where I want you to be. You could come to here. But that only has a range of 2, so you wouldn't be able to reach it. I would like to move you up. Question is, if I move you here, can I trigger that Overwatch? Because I'd really like it to be, because you should be able to easily take it. And you did not trigger it. Oh, okay, good. Fire into there. And if I do this, that should pretty much almost kill these guys. Okay, good. Now you can surge. I would like to do that, but I don't have the ability. Because I would still need to have a point. So it's like, do I guarantee the kill or not? I think I should. Okay, so he's down. As much as I hate to waste your momentum doing this kill, I think I'm going to, because then I can just not have to worry about these guys. Okay. So they're down.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
I would really like to take out the Warden, I'm not gonna lie. I think we just attack the Lich Guard with you.
You will fall before me.
Because I am a little worried about them causing issues. Alright, good. And now you can now lock those guys all down.
Close combat support.
And then, oh, I could have you attack the Warden. If that's the case, I wonder if I shouldn't. Yeah, I was kind of hoping your gun was going to be able to shoot. But that does not look like it's an option.
Can assist you in this matter if it must.
Alright, well, let's do this. Let's come here. I really want to kill this warden before he starts buffing everybody again. Not quite enough. Alright, well, you can't reach. If I attack here, I can take out those immortals, or I can just jump, and I can throw a crack grenade. So is it more important to kill? I think I want to take out the immortals, because if I can kill 3 of those models, that'll significantly lower the amount of damage they can do.
Sanguinary Guard at your disposal.
So we've got that. Alright, so we're pretty much conquering this right side here. Now, actually, can you throw your crack grenade and just kill him?
To the sky, brothers.
Yeah, I think if I do that, it's a range of 3, right? So if I come here, I can just throw the crack grenade, but then I won't be able to capture this point. I don't know if it really matters if I'm 1 point away. Because I think stopping him from buffing everybody is more important. Because the buffs remain even after you've killed the guy who did the buff.
Assault Marines ready. Their death is our only option.
Alright, so we're mopping this up here, so this is good. We do need to bring the sanguinary priests over so they can try to do some things for us, otherwise they're not going to be able to be helpful.
Yes.
Alright, this should all be good.
There will be poetry to their
And you
deaths.
still got good forces here, but we're closing the distance.
Sanguinius watches over us.
And then hopefully we'll either aggro him to move the Overlord over to attack my lieutenant. So I'm going to kind of turn you. That way he may want to just come over here and attack you, but that should take several turns. I just don't want him to get flanks on you, because then he's going to definitely kill you. And then unfortunately I have these poor Sanguinary Guard over here that just can't get into combat.
The blood waits.
And you're still back here.
I go where I am needed. My duty is service.
And this should allow us to pretty much mop up this right side now. I suppose alternatively he could just run with his Overlord to try to buff up his forces on the left side of the map.
There is little left in this universe.
I'm hoping that my Librarians now are in combat enough.
Assault Marines ready.
Well, let's come over here. Oh shit. I think these guys are pretty much dead. Yeah, so he's got way more forces over here than I thought.
Ready for recon.
I wonder if I should just flame these warriors down and call it a day, because I'm probably going to lose these forces here. Maybe I can force them to waste attacks on these guys. Okay, good. And you can finish them off. Okay, excellent. Oh, well, actually, maybe I just have you come back here and start working on those destroyers. Because if you can stop them from pulling back, that should be pretty important for us. Because if I can nail those guys down, they'll stop them from doing a bunch of damage to me. And then I should be able to keep pushing forward here and taking that point, these 2 points now. Alright, let's see what he has to do. So obviously using his annihilation barge to drop those guys down. Alright, well, so much for them holding the line. I mean, it did waste like 5 of their attacks. Yeah, I just don't know about using their regular setup guns like this. I mean, they're really good in Overwatch and stuff, but I mean, effectively they're... Why did he do Overwatch with a gun instead of his melee? That's weird. Anyways, I still think using their heavy cannon is a better way of doing it, because you're gonna pretty much always kill 2 models, and that's what he's effectively doing here now. He does have a little more splash. Good, so we did successfully bait him to attack my lieutenant here, so this should allow me to kill his overlord then. And then I can stop him from spamming scarabs and using his abilities behind my back here. Good. Yep, and they're way back here, so this is excellent. So we should be able to mop up this right side here. Alright, so... how do I want to do this is the question. If I bring you over here, I can get rear attacks into the Overlord, which I think is important because he's definitely priority target number 1. Although if you attack here, you'll splash damage those guys. Yeah, 150, I think that's worth it. And then let's use this and have you come here and take this guy out. So that should be 200, 300 damage. Alright, excellent. And now you're here. So I think we're going to have you attack here. Start focusing down those Lich Guard. Excellent. And then you can surge again. And start focusing the Immortals. Alright, and they're back up. Now you can start swiping these guys down, or I could try to hit everybody. That should kill a bunch of models, right? Because it could be 2 here. One here, and then almost kill those guys. Let's try it, I guess, right? Because Psychic shouldn't have damage reductions with armor. And it should maximize his momentum. Let's try it. Yeah, that was not... Alright, that was a bad decision on my part. I mean, it did get rid of some of their momentum, so it's going to help...
Yes. They shall know death.
Oh, I can't believe he didn't wipe that guy out.
We are the Bloodblades of Skyfall. Crush them.
Alright, let's take these guys out. You missed your attack. Oh my god. This is terrible. I'm sitting here trying... to kill these guys here. And you're being stupid. Alright, let's get you over here so you can capture that point next turn.
Yes. When the day is darkest, we prevail.
I guess we'll just bring you over here to kill these guys. Alright, and who is injured? I think I'm just killing him, because I don't know. Well, that Sanguinary Guard, though, is almost got a model dead. Let's get you over here. Start focusing down the Annihilation Barge. Good. Alright, and you're gonna just body block there. You are here. Does anybody still have attacks left? Not really. I mean, he's still got quite a few forces. Alright, we're up to 2. So I could summon in an assault squad. I would really like to take out this annihilation barge here. I can move you back, and that'll stop you from taking damage when it explodes. And it'll give you some defensive bonuses from range attacks. So you can see if that'll make them focus fire you down. We'll attack here. And then if it doesn't get killed, we'll use your crack grenade the following turn to attack somebody else. Bring these guys up to kind of act as screens. And to keep pushing.
There is little left in this universe that I have not witnessed. The wolf is restless.
Bring you back here. Alright, that should help us. And now hopefully we can just keep pushing. You're up to here. So then the question's going to be, do I summon in assault squads, or do I save up and try to drop a bomb? If I can lock down that annihilation barge, I think that's the way to go. Alright, let's get you in the rear here. I could try to lock those guys down. I could also use the assault tactics, but then they're definitely going to die because 75% increased range damage is a huge amount. Whereas I need them just to tank, that way we can try to do as much damage as possible here. Ah, he still has a warden there, so I wouldn't have been able to capture that point anyways if I had jumped over there, so not the end of the world. Alright, good damage. So now he's going to have to decide who he wants to kill out of these guys. Guess let's just probably bring you up one more. Keep moving, yeah?
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my veins.
Alright.
There will be poetry to their deaths.
And move you up one more, I guess. Because we do want to get you into combat.
What is your plan?
Alright, so we should have this pretty much on lockdown here. He's buffing his guys up as expected. He is having them backtrack to come after my assault squads, and he's body blocking. Ah, I see it bugged out. And it is not giving me credit for that point, which sucks because that may actually cost me the game here. So we're going to have to be very careful because it's turn 6 right now. They're going to charge in, but he's going to give me zone of control attacks. Ah, it wasn't enough to cause suppression though, unfortunately. Alright, so they're falling back. Yeah, see, that freaking point issue might cost me the match here. Oh, it so pisses me off. Alright, let's see here. I've got to capture these points. So as long as it doesn't bug out, that should get us to... $75, and that should get him to 70. Alright, you Should be able to come over here and start focusing down the Lich Guard.
The blood waits.
What is your plan?
Alright, they're tanking things pretty effectively here. Let's attack again. Good. Guy's getting up. Can bring you up to here. And attack here. Not quite enough to get the kill, though.
Sanguinary guard at your disposal.
Let's see here. I guess let's just attack here. Get you that momentum. I kind of feel like we should take out the warriors, because if it's just these stronger units, then they shouldn't be able to get a bunch of model kills. That's 3. Ah, still comes back up. Try to lock you down.
With grace.
Bring you over here.
With certainty. We are the blood blades of
You can
Skyfall.
throw your crack grenade. You've got a crack grenade as well.
To the sky, brothers.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Can move you back to here. I hate to do it, but I do want to kill these guys. Okay, good. Throw that. Good. Throw this. Excellent. Alright, so that'll stop him from having command points, because that would have cost me the game if he summoned scarabs on me.
Like fires of angel wings.
Alright, let's have you attack the Annihilation Barge, because he does have Living Lightning, which can mess up my guys. So let's bring you back here. I guess we'll do this. It's kind of hoping for a little more damage than that. Bring you back to here
Yes.
to try to lock down the warriors.
The lords of the assault doctrine.
So I think we're getting our guys
We are the blood blades of Skyfall.
where we need to be. You're still back here.
Of course.
So I'll keep moving you forward.
Sanguinius, watch over us.
Keep moving you forward. Alright, I think we should have guys pretty much locked down now. We'll suffer some losses, but that should also get me more command points.
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my
I want to
veins.
get you up closer to the action here, but I also don't want to put you within range where he's able to easily snipe you,
We are the blood blades
because
of
that would
Skyfall.
defeat the whole purpose of getting you up here.
They challenge us from afar.
Yeah, see, that thing's got so much momentum set up right now that it heals. Alright, good. Final turn. So let's move you up to here.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Like so. We'll get you to here.
We are the blood blades of Skyfall.
Bring you over here. And now you can use this.
Righteous before the eyes of the Emperor.
And I can get you that momentum. You can surge. That'll do quite a bit of damage. However, If I empower this, that gets me more range. Yeah, it gets me up to 3 range. And it does 90 to 120, armor piercing of 6. So I think if I bring you to here, I can then chuck this through. Yep, to here. I can. Okay. Let's do this. Excellent. And then you should be able to attack the Locust Heavy Destroyers. And how else do I want to do this?
There is little left in this universe that I have not witnessed.
Have you just kill these guys? Since he does have good armor, I can bring you up to here. We can do your little lightning bolt chuck here. There you go.
The wolf is restless.
I can bring you over here to lock that down. Which is probably a mistake, actually. Because now you can't get over here. So we'll take that point. Oh, damn, I screwed this up for multiple reasons. Alright. Well, let's get you over here. Excuse me. And we'll might as well use your special ability. Do some damage here. Nice big hit. You are up to 2 again. So let's summon our assault squad. Although, do I have enough that I could kill this guy any other way? You have your crack grenade.
Yes.
Let's hit here. Alright, you could potentially get this kill. You do. Alright, you killed 2 of my guys though. So, probably not the most graceful of attacks here. Bring you over here just to body block things. Run you all the way over this way. And now you can summon your assault squad here. And probably just pull you to the back, right? I don't know if there's really any reason not to do that. Almost got the kill here.
There will be poetry to their deaths.
Might as well just bring you back down here. Again, just trying to body block everybody because this is his last unit.
The librarian can assist you in this matter if it must.
Alright, and you can try to jump over here. I don't think you can shoot your bolt pistol that far. That's a pretty big distance, and you're out of range for the crack grenades, unfortunately. So there we go. I think we got everything on lockdown here. Might as well just move you up 1, probably. Well, he's trying to move out of there, and I think with that it just gave me the kill of his last unit. So victory is ours. We ended up having a total win, even with the victory point bug here. This happens mostly on the the custom maps, but it can happen on regular maps too. I don't understand why it seems to happen more on the custom maps than it does with the regular developer-made maps, because it seems like it should be coded the same way. This is kind of a fun map. It's got some asymmetry, which can cause you to want to focus on what would be my right side of the map to be able to capture those 4 spots, and then you go all the way to the other side to get the last point. So for that reason, I think it's not a hugely competitive map, but it's not bad. It actually is a pretty good map. The issue with it, though, and why I probably won't play it again, is it doesn't have permanent objects in it. So, you know, you saw how we were walking through all the obstacles. That kind of defeats the whole point of the situation, because it allows you to hide your units. It can sometimes cause like a neurotic
calculation for shots, so it'll like sometimes give you cover when you're in objects that aren't being coded right. Other times it won't block the shot, so then it gets to be very unfair, say for a Necron player who has a lot of ranged units where they may or may not be able to shoot the guys, while your melee guys, like if you're playing Blood Angels, can walk right through it and then close the distance to do damage. But as you can see here, you can see the power of the Assault Marines, and this is why prior to, say, the Tau, the Space Marines are one of the most powerful faction, because you just sit there and spam Assault Marines, Death Companies, Librarians, your Lieutenant, all these guys, and then you could just jump them all around, get them into combat, snipe enemy HQ units, or just jump them into regular combat with normal units, and then almost get everybody killed. You have one model left, and then you get to there and chuck a crack grenade every 2 turns that does anywhere from like 60 to 100 damage, depending on if it crits or not. And that just gets to be really obnoxious. Plus, if you're playing a mission that has elevated positions, you could then use your single Assault Marine to jump up onto a higher territory, throw a crack grenade, jump back, like just move back off the ledge. And then as long as enemy units were on the bottom of the ledge, then every 2 turns you just move over there and throw another grenade, and you can just keep doing that back and forth. So it gets to be really frustrating, say, compared to the Orcs, who, you know, don't have all these buffs. They're jump infantry while they have a ton of hit points. They don't do a ton of damage, so it's like you can only get 4 of the Orc Storm Boys, but you can get, what, 6 to 8 of these Assault Marines. So it was never really super balanced. Now I do like that they have that buff to increase their range damage, or their melee damage and their accuracy. However, it gives you like a pretty severe penalty to your range resistance the following turn, because it allows you to kill them much more easy. But I think if you had more balancing things like that, it would work out better. I kind of wish they limited the crack grenades a little bit more than what they are, because they definitely make the Assault Marines feel really powerful. The other thing you can do with the Assault Marines potentially is you give them hand flamers. Now, the hand flamers are really good against, say, the Scarab Swarms or the Warriors, but then once you start to get into the heavier tier units for the Necrons, they just don't do enough damage. So, but that's the other way you can make these guys really powerful, especially if you're saying fighting the Tyranids, because their Tormagons just don't have any armor, so you can sit there with that 1 or 2 hand flamer units and a squad and wipe out a whole full health squad. So that will increase the viability of these guys as well. But our opponent did a good job. He selected the wrong army, so he had a army that does not have good mobility, and given how big this map was, it stopped him from being able to close the distance. I don't know if he got a little disoriented on the map layout like what I did too. When I was moving my second force around there, I kind of thought the victory point was to my left and not to the northwest on the map, so it caused me to have some positioning issues here. He had good use of the Locust Heavy Destroyer with the regular standard weapon loadout. Again, I really think using the higher tier loadout is better, because you're just always guaranteeing usually 2 model kills. Now, if they do miss the shot, then you're only getting the 1 kill per turn, but it allows you to snipe heroes. They seem to hit at a ridiculously higher rate than what you would expect, and it also allows you to snipe down enemy heroes. So really, him being able to take out my Librarians or the Sanguinary Guard, or not Sanguinary Guard, the Lieutenant, or what was my other one? Sanguinary Priest is what I was thinking of, would have been huge for him, because I was able to snipe down his HQ units, and so then that not only was giving me the ability to gain momentum and suffer some unit losses took away his ability to use command points and continued to increase mine. So I ended up summoning, 2 different additional units on there. And then when you summon the Assault Marines, not only do they get their initial charge attack, but then you get a second round of attacks with them too. So that makes them very, very powerful. I think if he would have had his units and he would have been summoning Scarab Swarms all over the map on me, he definitely would have ended up beating this map, especially when the calculation for the points got messed up on that turn. That definitely almost cost me the game. So thankfully I was able to take out those guys. He did a good job using his Warden to buff. The thing to know is the Warden is not just a good buffer, he actually does good damage too, so you can definitely get some real easy kills. He had the Annihilation barges. He did okay with those. The big thing is using their main cannon to do damage against vehicles, like what he was doing to snipe out those land raiders, but then using the Living Lightning to attack guys that are grouped together, because then you can have that chain lightning start to happen to do more damage. The other thing is, as you saw with the Annihilation barges, especially when you're running low on units, you typically don't want to surge them to get that extra point, because as it has almost 400 HP, when you have full momentum, you're gaining, you can heal for like 150 damage every turn, and that can really make these guys tanky and very, very hard to kill. So you just gotta decide what you want. And then, as you saw with the Annihilation barge, the one bad thing about it, even though its standard weapon is good AP with those 4 attacks, when you use it as Overwatch, it always defaults to the Living Lightning cannon, so that can be a real pain in the ass when you're being jumped, say, by the Sanguinary Guard that have actually good armor, because you would much rather them being attacked by 4 shots with that big cannon than the Living Lightning. But I think the developers thought that was too powerful an ability. Regarding the Space Marines, you can see how powerful Librarians are against the Necrons, because they have 3 different attacks. They have Splash, and then their psychic abilities also do good damage too, especially if you use the empowered versions, like you're able to see. The something of Sanguinius, that other, I can't think of what it's called, not the wings, but that AoE. When you get that ability empowered and you're around a bunch of infantry, that can actually be insane amount of damage. I think it, as you saw, it could really do some crazy stuff. Now, you usually want to, if you have double your Librarians over there, you can just totally annihilate units, and that actually totally wipes out orcs, demons. They can do some insane damage output, depending if you can keep them alive. And then when you're fighting a melee force like these guys, you can just run them in there, use that Wings of Sanguinius, get their evasion up, get your ranged armor up farther, and it just makes them really hard to kill. Now again, the Tau can still overwhelm that because they have their marker lights, they can use their photon grenades, and then their breachers are just OP and can end up killing them even with all those buffs going, because you then have your commander on top of it giving additional range damage. But that's how you would counter this force with, say, the Tau. But the Tau are like natural counters to the Blood Angels. The tornadoes, as you saw, I never used the minigun or whatever it's called, the assault cannon, because it just is a vastly inferior weapon than the heavy flame cannon, because you can wipe out several squads with the heavy flame cannon. It gets tons of momentum, and then you can end up just keep using the bolter, and then by the time it comes back up, you can end up using multiple attacks, or you can enhance your abilities. So it just makes the tornado be very powerful and do a lot of hit and run abilities. Unfortunately, I used them to soak up a bunch of Overwatch, so I didn't really get much bang for my buck, so it was kind of a bad example of how to use them on this map, but it allowed me to close the distance with my other units. So even though they themselves didn't get a lot of point value, it definitely allowed me to win the match very easily by having my guys then get into melee and close the distance. Could have worked a little bit better on my positioning, would be a criticism of myself. And then, like I said, he ended up choosing an army that has low movement, and by splitting them up with his forces, like in a 70-30 point split there, he just couldn't get that second force to engage me quick enough, and that allowed me to really pick off the right side of the map. And since there's 4 strategic points there, that pretty much guaranteed my victory, because his forces were then stuck just protecting that one spot, and I was going to quickly overwhelm him with my increased mobility. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.